Employees filed into the sleek conference room, the air thick with tension. The room, designed to impress with its glass walls and modern furnishings, felt stifling today. Elena sat near the back, her usual confident demeanor replaced with nervous stillness. Snoop stood at the head of the table, calm and collected, his presence commanding the attention of everyone in the room. Vincent remained near the door, arms crossed, his expression unreadable as he watched the staff take their seats. The quiet murmur of whispers died down as Snoop cleared his throat, his gaze sweeping across the group. "Thank you all for joining me on short notice," Snoop began, his tone measured but firm. "For those of you who don't know, my name is Snoop Dogg, and I'm the new owner of Luxury Motors." There were murmurs of surprise from a few employees, their reactions ranging from curiosity to embarrassment. Elena sank lower in her chair, avoiding eye contact. "I came here today dressed casually for a reason," Snoop continued, his voice steady. "I wanted to see how this dealership operates when no one knows who I am. I wanted to experience what a potential customer might feel walking through these doors." He let the words settle for a moment before continuing. "What I experienced today was disappointing. I was judged not for what I could bring to the table, but for how I looked. And I'm not here to single anyone out, but we need to talk about what that says about the culture of this dealership." Elena shifted uncomfortably in her seat, her face flushed. Snoop's eyes briefly flicked to her before moving back to the group as a whole. "This isn't just about me," he said. "It's about every person who walks through those doors, every customer who doesn't fit into someone's preconceived notion of what a luxury car buyer looks like." One of the younger sales associates, Chris, raised his hand hesitantly. Snoop nodded toward him. "Go ahead." "Mr. Dogg," Chris began nervously. "I think most of us try to treat customers fairly, but sometimes it's hard not to make assumptions." Snoop nodded, his expression thoughtful. "I get that. We all have biases, whether we want to admit it or not. But here's the thing. It's not enough to just try to be fair. We have to actively challenge those biases. We have to create an environment where everyone feels respected, regardless of their appearance, background, or anything else." He paused, letting the words sink in before continuing. "This dealership has built a reputation for excellence. But excellence isn't just about the cars we sell. It's about the experience we provide. And from now on, that experience is going to be built on respect, inclusivity, and fairness." There was a ripple of agreement around the room, though a few faces remained wary. Snoop's gaze settled on Elena, who sat frozen, her hands clasped tightly in her lap. "Elena," he said gently but firmly, "I want to give you the opportunity to speak. Is there anything you'd like to say?" All eyes turned to her. She hesitated, her voice barely audible when she finally spoke. "I made a mistake," she admitted, her cheeks flushed. "I misjudged you, and for that, I'm truly sorry." Snoop nodded, his expression unreadable. "Thank you for saying that. I hope this experience will serve as a reminder for all of us, not just you. Because change starts with accountability." He turned back to the group, moving forward. "From now on, we'll be implementing new training programs to ensure this dealership represents the values I believe in. Every customer deserves to be treated with dignity, no exceptions. If anyone has an issue with that, now's the time to speak up." The room was silent, the silence in the conference room definitive, broken only by the faint hum of the air conditioning. No one spoke, but the weight of Snoop's words lingered, pressing on everyone present. Snoop let the quiet stretch just long enough to make his point before speaking again, his voice calm but resolute. "Good," he said. "I'm glad to see we're all on the same page. Change isn't always easy, but it's necessary, and this dealership is going to lead by example." He took a step away from the table, his hands resting lightly on its edge as he leaned forward slightly. "Let me make something clear. I didn't